sake.
Hi there, and welcome to this very, very special bonus episode, if you want to call it. It's gonna, yeah, it's not part of any series. It's basically, like I said, a bonus episode. We are here going to watch and react to the AFC Women's Asian Cup draw. If you listen to our previous FFS series episode, Mithila was on there, and we spoke about the Asian Cup. We spoke about how India's preparations were going, and how confident they were, and all of that. We were also talking about fan attendance and televisation, or whatever you want to call it. And of course, as soon as we finished that, they announced the draw and they announced the timing. So it was only right that we did a follow up of that. And here we are reacting to it. Unfortunately, we were supposed okay, so before I say unfortunately, this was supposed to be a live YouTube video, but unfortunately, due to some technical issues, we are actually watching it live, reacting it to it live. But to those of you watching it, you're obviously watching a the recorded version or the pre-recorded version. It's not a live session, but yeah, we'll try and get this done, get this to you by today at the same time, as soon as this gets done. So fingers crossed. So Mithila and Unnati, thank you for being on the podcast here. We're moments away from the draw. So as I understand it, there are 3 groups of 4
Yeah.
for the group stages.
Yeah.
And of course, being
So
the
there's
host.
4 groups of 3. Oh, right, 3 groups of 4.
Yeah, because 4 pots. Yeah, because it's 4 pots and 4
Correct.
pots, 3 teams in each pot.
In each
But
pot,
it becomes 3 groups of 4. And being the hosts, India are favorably in pot 1, which is great.
Yeah.
So how excited are you guys for this? And what do you expect from this?
I'm super excited. I'm actually just tuning in and trying to get things sorted because my roommate's watching with me as well. I got a hook to following a little bit of the sport. So yeah, we're basically trying to watch it on our TV and super excited.
Awesome. And Unnati?
Yeah, very excited. Hopefully gonna go and see my first game live. So that's something great. Hopefully they allow the fans. That's more important.
Yeah.
Secondly, I couldn't have been any more happier. I get to go to all the games.
That is true. But this is typical AFC I don't know who scheduled this, but I don't know who scheduled this for noon on a weekday. I'm just glad that both of you are actually there. I mean, so if you've listened to
I had to take a break from work, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you listened to our previous episode, Akshay was on here and I asked him and he was like, I'm at work. So I was like, yeah, I thought as much. I think majority of people are going to be at work. And I said, why don't you take an extended lunch break, like start early on and try and catch in. But that's going to be tough. But I mean, here are the teams. Sorry, go on.
I said nothing new. Nothing new about it.
Exactly. I think we're all used to this. But I suppose it could have been done in the evening-ish, but you also have the Euros, which we will also be doing a similar reaction and review thing with.
I think it's mostly because of the Australian time, because currently 6 p.m. in Australia. So I think to maybe cater to that group, maybe it might have been at this time.
I mean, ideally, I think the host country should have been given preference here, but okay. That's just me.
Well, I think 12:30 seemed a little weird. I think even if it was like a 1 p.m., you'd have most people on a lunch break, even if you're at work. 12:30 is like pushing it, asking your boss for an extended lunch break. But it's exciting because this, like we mentioned in the other podcast, in the previous episode with Mithila. So Unnati, this is India's first ever international tournament since the pandemic or whatever, right? Because slightly before that. So this is a huge deal for India to be a host of such a tournament.
Yeah, and also if you go to see, top 5 teams get a ticket straight to the World Cup. So if the team actually ends up performing well, given the circumstances we've had before, and they actually perform well, you have a ticket directly to the World Cup, and it would be India's first. So that's something to hope for.
True. I mean, what a result that would be to have directly into the World Cup. We were talking about how maybe if the World Cup were to happen every 2 years, if they were to increase the number of teams to 32, but if you get it in this tournament itself, then that is, like, that's massive. I can't remember the last time India was ever in the World Cup.
We weren't like, I mean, oh wait, I think it was.
I think the
in
men's
the
were, and then
early 1900s.
Yeah, they actually got knocked. I think they got disqualified because
they played West Germany, right? If I'm not wrong, and there was this whole barefoot thing that was going on.
Yeah. That's why they got disqualified of that. I remember because I was in school at that point, and we had it nicely stuck up on the board with this newspaper articles. India got this, but yeah, it's obviously. I mean, we're talking over the draw right now, but this is anyway. They're just talking. It's the introductory part. General Secretary.
Getting a little off topic, if we do end up, getting the ticket to the World Cup, hopefully this actually, gives the AFC an opportunity to actually start investing into the women's team. That would be like a crucial part.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We were talking about, so we took 2 scenarios. One was the best case scenario.
Oh man.
and then the worst case scenario. And then the worst case scenario was basically then anyway not doing anything. So what would it be worse than that? But the best case
anyway worse than that.
Yeah. So we're talking about the best case scenario, and hopefully, I think prediction wise we said playoffs at least.
Yeah, for sure the playoffs. If we make it, I think it's going to be 3 pools of 4 teams in each pool, right?
Yeah. Three groups and 4 teams in each group. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would you want ideally, Mithila? I think you posted it on Twitter.
I posted it.
Yeah.
Actually, that wasn't exactly my ideal thing. Hold on.
Because you had China and Chinese Taipei, and I was like, isn't that like
Chinese Taipei? We already beat them. We already beat Chinese Taipei.
Yeah. And I'm like, isn't that like a slight conflict of interest?
No, wait. Hold on. I basically chose Chinese Taipei mainly one because they ranked 40 and we already beat them, so that's a huge
Confidence.
plus.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I chose Philippines and China. But given a choice, other than China, I would also do maybe Thailand. But Thailand has some China and Thailand are both really strong teams. We all know what happened in the 2019 World Cup with Thailand and the US, but that's not the point. The point is the US is leaps ahead. But the fact that Thailand got to face a team like that itself is quite huge. So, I would think, India, Thailand or China, either one. Philippines and Chinese Taipei.
No, Philippines and Chinese Taipei in the same pot. So.
No, they're not. Philippines, Vietnam, and Iran are in the same pot.
Oh, then I think Wikipedia's got it all wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go quickly.
I'm just going to send that Indian team's tweet.
Yeah.
Yep, I've sent it to you.
Oh, you sent it on Instagram? Okay.
No, I sent it on WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so what do you people know about the grounds? Like, what are the grounds like in like?
They're just using the grounds, I think. Pune.
Yeah, ground, and one is in Navi Mumbai, so that's your classic DY Patil, and and then there's another stadium in Andheri, in the Andheri Sports Complex.
Yeah.
So that's not very. What do you say? It's big, but not very big, you can say. But DY Patil is going to be a pretty huge one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just hope like the turfs are well laid in terms for because like in the IWL, we could see at times like in some grounds it's a struggle. It's here's the big man himself.
Oh.
Once again, I look forward to welcoming everybody, and as the host nation, India.
Did you say fans not allowed?
Sorry?
Did he say fans not allowed?
I don't know. I
didn't hear anything like that.
One of my friends just texted saying he said fans not allowed or like closed doors.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not sure.
I can let me rewind this and see.
I think they have said no fans allowed.
Yeah, no fans.
Yeah, time to start procuring
what do you
media
think?
pass.
I really wanted to travel. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, he said fans not being able to come to the stadium. Yeah. Oh, well, that's the biggest bummer.
Sorry for the bummer. Okay, hopefully our fixtures are all there.
But like I think we mentioned this. I think even if fans aren't allowed, the main key thing is that they get a good company, broadcast company. Yeah, because you need to either get one of the big ones or, like we mentioned, either like even a YouTube would work brilliantly.
So it's best third placed one and best third placed two. So basically 8 teams play the quarters. So top 2 from each 3 and then the best third place teams of. It's similar to the Olympics.
I think even the men's Euros had something similar where the best placed third teams qualified. So yeah, I guess, but why would they then show the third place team? Because they're not going to qualify anyway.
Yeah, third place does make sense. That's more 4 matches, losing teams of the
quarterfinals. Okay. And the World Cup is in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, okay. The Confederation playoff matches. This is unnecessarily very complicated.
Yeah.
This is unnecessary.
A1, A2, A3, A4. We are A1, right? Because we're the host.
Yeah.
This is as complicated as Why are they saying all of these things? They can just draw it. This is very unnecessarily complicated.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever's come up with this graphic is overcomplicated a very simple process of. Okay, there we go. Okay, so quarterfinals, QF1, QF3 will play.
This is
fine.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the? Yeah, this is the more key one.
Yeah.
Okay, so India is definitely A1. Great. So basically, the first one drawn would go to A, the second one drawn go to B, third one drawn go to C.
Okay, so we are in Group A.
Yeah, that's definite. Like that's guaranteed. So
we're the host. We are in Group A.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now moments away from the draw. Oh, this is quite exciting.
It's too close to home.
Yeah.
So it just feels too close to home.
Draws are always exciting, even if I suppose if your
not
team,
bad. The graphics are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For an online event.
All right, head of bidding.
It's in Malaysia, if I'm not right. If I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur.
Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Oh yeah, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right. Interesting. Come on. So I see the India's already in red.
Yeah, it's already in pink, right?
Yeah, pink or So at least she is better than the person who talks about the Champions League. That guy is like
UWCL is pretty good. It's Nadine Kessler, so like.
Yeah, anyone will be better. He is like a robo, like it's like.
Except the new format in UWCL is extremely complicated.
Oh, so already? Perform? Oh, so you're getting Iran?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wanted Indonesia.
Okay. That was a quick one. She's like, there's no fanfare or anything. It's immediately Iran. Okay, so Iran with India.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be one interesting group.
So Indonesia in Group B.
Yep.
All right. I like this. This was quite quick and efficient.
Yeah.
And Myanmar in Group C. All right, so that's with pot 4.
Okay.
Interesting.
First round done.
Iran's an interesting country to
Chinese
have
Taipei.
there.
Chinese Taipei.
Yeah. Or Philippines, I suppose.
Either one works. Actually.
Either one, yeah, either one works.
So the first one now. Oh, this is pot 3. What's it gonna be? Is it?
Let's go.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Interesting. This is.
Oh man, excellent.
Yeah, this is good news for India, especially the boost after beating Taipei in the friendlies.
Yep.
This is probably what they'd want. In Group B's got Philippines, Indonesia. Ooh, I have a feeling Group B might be quite easy.
Yeah.
Group B, oh yeah. Philippines and Indonesia are the 2 bottom ranked teams.
Bottom ranked, yeah.
Makes me wonder who's also gonna go from pot 1 into Group B.
Oh man.
Minus India.
Minus India for sure.
Vietnam, Myanmar. Okay. Great. Now we move on to pot 2. Oh, this is going to be.
Oh,
Thailand. But
Thailand.
I don't even know this.
Actually, we need Thailand now.
Okay, come on.
Come on.
What she got in there? And it's
China. Oh, I was right about
China.
that. We do China.
Yeah.
So other than Iran, I think it's pretty much what you wanted, basically, right, Mithila?
Yes. I was right.
Awesome. All right. So we know who India are going to face: China, Chinese Taipei, and Iran. That Chinese Taipei one is going to be interesting from a political standpoint.
Very.
Okay, Thailand in Group B.
Yeah.
Now I'm really interested to see who goes in Group B from Japan and Australia. This is going to be epic.
I have a feeling Australia might get that.
Yes.
But Korea, Japan, will that group?
Korea, I can't wait, man. Ji So-yoon.
Korea has been incredible in that
Wait,
game.
actually, guys, I think, are we wrong about this? India does get Group A or do we draw?
No, Group A.
Okay, India for sure gets Group A.
India for sure gets Group A, yeah. You imagine them, they fall into Korea.
No,
Republic.
she still...
she knows.
Okay.
Yeah. She'd pick up the pink ball.
Oh, man. I really wish we got Group B.
Yeah, right? That would have
actually... Oh, come on.
Group B would have been the most ideal
one for us, yeah.
Whoever it is, Japan or Australia is going to trash the other two. I mean, I actually hope not. I hope Thailand gives them good competition. But the other two teams...
Yeah, the other two, it feels like you can decide who's going to qualify from Group B. Group C is going to be slightly interesting.
Australia, guys. Australia.
I mean, have you seen how they perform?
Oh, yeah, I was right.
Oh, my God.
I was right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What is happening right now?
This is simple for Australia. I mean, it'd be a massive result or an upset if they were to. I can't see that because even if you're third place, you still have a chance.
Japan, South Korea is going to be a very interesting game.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, did you watch that game against the US that Korea recently had? It was
the one that they drew, right?
Yeah.
I mean, also the US did play bad, but props to them. They actually played really well. Major
Yeah, I
respect
mean,
for
you didn't
Jisoyun.
get the same result in the second game, obviously, but they actually did a very good job.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose I wonder if they're going to tell us what the schedule is like and what where we can watch it, given that we can't watch it in the stadium.
I think they're back to.
I mean, I would for once like to watch it legally and not illegally.
I feel you.
That's true.
I really hope Sony or Star pick it up.
I mean,
don't
Sony
mind.
did pick up Euros, so I am thinking maybe Sony could pick it up again.
Yep.
I am not against it being on YouTube on an official channel.
Okay, India, China. India, Chinese, Taipei, and Iran. Chinese Taipei, we have to beat them.
So what's your so Mithila, seeing that group right now, how confident are you now given this group that you can get it?
Honestly, I'm not. It's not too much of a difference. It is obviously not the most ideal situation considering the state we're at now. But I honestly feel we have another couple of months. I hope AIFF arranges a couple of more strong friendlies, especially with the Swedish ties or any of the. I feel like playing European teams now would be ideal for us in terms of facing stronger opposition. The fact that we almost drew against Hammarby is brilliant. They are middle ranked in a Swedish league, which is great.
Yeah.
And they've actually had a couple of times where they've given strong competition to Häcken, and Häcken plays the Champions League. So we're talking about a top side squad. So I have pretty high hopes. I mean, the only match that I'd probably be, really wary about is China, mainly because they've also had a little bit of Olympics experience right now. But you never know. You never know when it comes to tournaments like these. It all comes down to the last draw, right?
Yeah, and Unnati, your thoughts on this group that we've got?
Yeah, I mean, not the most ideal situation by a long shot, but yeah, I think like Mithila said, we actually need some more friendlies, especially with some really good European teams, so that we can actually just get on with the tactics and everything. Obviously, the last two friendlies against the Swedish teams are really good. Like you could see, like the more investment we are getting, the more the players are getting better in terms of getting some great results. So that's a big positive, at least in terms of the games we've played so far. But we need more, because now is the high time to start preparing for the tournament. We can't just sit around and hopefully wait for more tournaments or something else to come up to just then get going. We need something now, and this is time AIFF needs to really arrange something good.
No, that's true. And I just want to ask you, Unnati, first. So out of the groups that you've seen, all of the groups, what are the matches that we should be on the lookout for?
I think you should really look out for Australia versus Thailand. I think it's going to be a good one. And the second one is definitely, Japan versus South Korea. I mean, who is not going to watch that? That is going to be one really good match. Yeah. Like given South Korea's performance recently, I mean, they're going to give Japan a very tough competition.
Right. And Mithila?
Yeah, I agree. I think Australia, Thailand can be a very, very tough tie. I hope Thailand gives them a hard time though, because I mean we've seen Thailand make an appearance in the World Cup last time in 2019. So I have good hopes for Thailand. I hope they can give Australia a little bit of a struggle. It shouldn't be a walkover game. It shouldn't be something too easy for them. China, Chinese Taipei, major rivalry. So I'm excited for that. Barring all of India's matches, I think even China-Iran could be interesting.
Yeah.
China-Iran could be very interesting. Apart from that, like you said, I think Japan, South Korea for quality. I can't wait for another Iwabuchi and Jisoyun.
Oh my God! Yeah. I mean, can you see
Arsenal, Chelsea, man?
Arsenal, Chelsea again.
Yeah. No, I think there are some really interesting battles there. Of course, we know Japan and South Korea are the top two in terms of the qualities, especially in the group. I'm not saying Australia in a group that is probably the easiest of the lot, and barring any sort of major upset, we probably see them through. But India's group has got some really interesting battles. Like you mentioned, China and Chinese Taipei is going to be a whole load of complexities there, not only onto the football pitch, but otherwise as well. Things are, not the greatest as well off the pitch. So that's going to be interesting. Iran, I'm really interested to see how they do, because they're only recently a team, right? They've not, I think they've only recently been ranked.
For quite some time. Iran reaches the AFC finals all the time.
Really? Okay.
They've been reaching it. Yeah, they're a pretty good squad. I've seen them in the futsal I've seen a couple of times where Iran is
actually a pretty good squad. Actually,
they're a pretty good squad. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, fine. But yeah, it's not like, I don't think it's a group of death here, but I think it's got some really interesting battles for each team.
I don't think any of the groups are really a death tier groups.
Yeah.
I mean, not really.
I mean, I might have said that if Japan, South Korea, and China were in the same pool.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah, no group of death, I would say.
Exactly. All right. So I guess that's about it for this AFC Women's Asian Cup draw reaction episode. It's a bonus episode. I guess to those of you who are watching this, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment what you think of the draw, what you think of the key battles, who you think would qualify, what do you think what are your predictions, all of that. We'll definitely try and I think this is going to happen in January 20th. So it's going to start from the 20th of January. So hopefully we will try and cover some of the big games as well on the podcast, a couple of watch-alongs as well, if necessary. But yeah, I mean, it was quite an exciting little draw, and I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, so thanks Mithila and Unnati for coming on here. I know it was been a very, very odd time for this, but I'm glad that we could do this on here and cover this important tournament for India as well.
Thanks, Brady. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. All right. And sorry? So all right. So thank you for watching this bonus episode, and we'll catch you all later on tonight, I suppose, for the Euro draw. I think Mithila, you'll be joining us for that as well. Unnati, you're welcome to join as well if you want.
Count me in. I'm actually planning a trip there, so yeah, count me in.
Oh, okay, perfect, awesome, great. So we'll catch you all then at obviously again it won't be a live recording, but we'll be doing a watch along and a reaction to that as well. It's a massive tournament, of course. So catch us then, and we'll see you next time. That's it from the FFS podcast. I'm your host Brady once again. You stay safe and see you.